All right, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me today with getting started with JotForm. Who all here has heard of JotForm? So I wanted to do just a quick training on it for any of you that are new, haven't come up with your own forms or just want to create your own custom forms. That's what I did. Okay, let's get started. So my name is Linda Mosquera. I'm a silver agent with Team Sunset. I am a retired Navy sailor. I did 22 years in the Navy. And then when I got out, I wanted to try something different. So this is what I came up with, becoming an independent travel agent. And I truly love it. I've been doing it for a little bit over a year now. I joined back in December of last year, and I truly love it. I'm located in the Pacific Northwest. So any of you that are around this area, hi. I know Amelia is down on this side, maybe 20, 30 minutes for me as well. I have a family of 4. My husband is still active duty. My daughter's in college, and my son is a sophomore in high school. Again, I said I was Team Sunset, and I am a silver. So welcome, everyone. So this is the link for JotForms. Here's the pricing on it. I'm actually going to go straight to the website so that you all can see. So right now they have a special going on for save 50%. I still stick with the free program. There's no need for me to go above doing the starter. You're limited to 5 forms. You can have 100 monthly submissions, the available space that's offered, how many form views you can have, unlimited reports, fields for form, 10 monthly payment submissions, 10 monthly signed documents, and it's HIPAA compliance, not available under this form, but I'm not taking any medical information, so I just don't worry about it. I stick with the starter. I said I have been doing this for over a year, but I do it part-time due to the fact that I still work full-time and I go to school at the same time. So I do it part-time. If you're trying to do this full-time, whatever your travel journey you're on, you can look at these other programs as far as pricing and see what works best for you. So I like JotForm. It's where I created my quote request form. But the way it works, I'll go to my forms. And I was going to go over doing a quote request, but it truly is way too long to do it. So I think I'm just going to go over trying to create your authorization form. So for those of you that don't already know that you're new to on your travel journey, I'm going to go to the back office. I'm going to go log in. Every time you do a booking, you want to keep track of your, you want to request a credit card authorization form. One thing I learned yesterday or the day before on JotForms, there's certain blocks that you cannot request on the form itself because your account gets deactivated, which is exactly what happened to me. I was trying to transpose the Word document that I currently use, and what ended up happening when I was trying to do the credit card authorization form, copy the fields and create my own on JotForm, it blocked me. So I'm going to open this up so you can see this is the one that's available in the back office provided by Archer. I went to Travel Cafe, and then I went to forms. Once it opened up, credit card authorization form. So this is the form that you can use in the meantime if you don't want to have one that has your logo on it. I definitely did. But these are the fields that you want to make sure that you have on your card, on your form. And what ended up blocking me was that my form actually has the last 4 digits of the credit card, and then I have the CVV and expiration on my form listed on there. So because I had those on there, it's why my account got deactivated. Took me forever to contact the company, and then they said we'll delete the form. Just make sure when you go to create one, you can't list that on there. So for future reference, you can have a form that lists for the 4 digits, but you have to do the CVV number and expiration date over the phone with your client when you're getting the full card number. So just for you to know. So you can download this again from the Travel Cafe and use these fields to create your own JotForm. But all I did right here is I went to create form. You have a few options. You can start from scratch, which is what I did. You can use a template, you can import a form, and you can create a signable document to collect your signatures. So you can do this one if you want to have a signature on there. But if you want to start from scratch, so that way you can create your own, you just hit create your own. And then it's going to open up as such. I'm going to go edit. I'm going to open up this one to the side, so that way I have the fields on the side and I can view them as I'm going. And then this is what's going to come up on your form. So this is as you're building it. You can add your logo at top. You can upload your file. You can hit a URL if you have an image that you want to import. And that's what you go about adding. Down to the left, you have your elements that you want to add. You can add a full, request full name, do it individually. Adding this in here, we're going to add a heading, and we're going to put credit card authorization form. Type it in the subheader. You can put a subheader at the bottom, something to the effects of your credit card will be charged at the time of your booking in order to protect the fare. However, to avoid cancellation, please return this form within 20 hours of original booking. So you can add a header down there at the bottom. This is to the left. If you want to center it, you can hit properties here on the side. And then it's going to give you the general information about this header. So you can edit here in the form itself, or you can edit over here on the side. You can add your subtext down here. Text alignment. This is where I hit center, and then it moves it right to the center of the form. If I wanted to duplicate the field, I can hit duplicate. If I want it to be hidden from the form, I can hit hide, and then that's how you go about editing. You have to hit the properties button again to close the window. And then if you want to preview your form, see what it's going to look like, you can hit preview, and then it shows you what it's looking like. And you can look at it to see phone, tablet, desktop. And if you want to see how the fillable form is going to look, this is your link to it, and you can go and open up a different page for that. We're going to go back to editing it, and then we're going to go to the next field. So I wanted to use, where is widgets? I'm going to go ahead and use a widget in here. Multiple text fields. So here I can put, please fill and sign the following. And I have the word sign because towards the bottom, I want it to be, I do want a signature on there, on this form itself. But you see that it already comes with these labels on the side. On the widget on the right, I can actually adjust these. So I want to put this to be names of travelers. Next, I want it to be trip type. So whether they can put on here if they were booked a cruise or if they booked a vacation package, or maybe they only did a flight. They can put the airline. I can put travel dates. And total charge to credit card. So these are the fields that I want to be on this part of it. So then I can hit close. And now I have this over here. If I wanted to go into the properties of each one of these, I can go and edit on this side. They even have an advanced button. If I wanted to shrink the fields, if I wanted to add another widget on the side, you can mess with it. So under general, I actually want to duplicate the next one. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave it the way it is. And instead, I'm going to go back to basic, and then you just move this over here. Next up, I want their contact information. So I want this to be my correct name and address as they appear on my account are. And so I want them to be their address. Their name is already going to be up here at the top. Street. I was going to add a full name, but I'll just add a field down here. So here on the sub left, you can see these are the sub labels that are on the bottom: street address, city, postal. And then I'm going to go preview to see what my form is looking like. And here you can see the form, what your form is looking like now, as far as desktop, phone, tablet. This is how it's going to show up when they see it on their phone. Next fields that we need is their credit card information. So I'm going to put, let's use long text. Nope, not long text. Let's do short text. Here we go. And I want to be able to shrink this a little bit. This is going to be a little bit smaller. Oh, not that one. I want this one to shrink. So let me see advanced. Shrink. Here we go. I'm going to put credit card account number, last 4 digits only. And then down here, last 4 digits only. And as you can see, I'm just building the fields itself. I'm going to duplicate this one because on the side, I'm going to ask for their driver's license information. And I want the subtext to read state/license number. And I'm going to close that. Next field, I need their daytime phone number. That's it. And then I need a signature and a date. I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. So go advanced. I want to shrink it a little bit. And then the date. Again, I'm going to shrink this one. Or maybe I'll just make this one regular. Date at the bottom. And then they can, this is my form. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to look at it as if they're looking at it on the desktop. Here's the credit card authorization form, all the information I need for it, and then they can sign it. You can also edit the background of your form. So if you wanted to use a different color scheme, here's your color scheme of your form. Again, you can add your logo at the top. You can choose different styles, different themes. If you wanted to be a colorful one, if you wanted a brick wall, let's use this one on the side. It moves your information aside depending on the theme that you're using. I'm going to go to default. Remove default. Let's go colors. Here you go. So my form still basically looks the same. Once you've decided that your form, this is the way that you want it and everything is good to go after you previewed it, you can now go to publish. And now you have a link that you can copy to and add it to your website. You can share it on social media. You have different items that you can share it on. You can even build a QR code, or you can share your template on JotForm. You can share it via email. If you want to send it directly to your client, you can send it via email. You can quick embed it into your website. So if you have your website, I have mine on Wix. You have WordPress over here. You can make it a pop-up window. Again, you can assign your form. You can email it, create a PDF if you want to. It's all saved in there. And then when you're done, you can just go back to JotForm. Here's my authorization form already on here. Every time someone hits submit on here electronically, I'll get an email notifying me that it's readily available. Here you go. You can publish it, share the template, assign it, everything that I just went over on the form itself on how to edit it or how to receive it. This is all the stuff you have. So again, this is just a way to create forms. There's numerous other templates that you can look at. If you go to form templates and just type in travel, you have various types of forms. You have feedback forms, consent forms, travel booking forms, you name it. There's all kinds of forms. So you don't have to use the template that I created. You can definitely take a look at these. Here's evolution. Okay, the Archer one. Here's someone's evolution one that they had created. You can definitely change it up, add your logo, add your company information on here. Okay, quote request details. I just uploaded it onto the into the chat. So I'm going to open it on my desktop and I'm going to go over the fields with you so you can understand how I set it up. So I'm going to view reader mode. Nope, that's too big. Okay, so this is what I have on my form. I have a section for contact information, and then all of this 1 through 7 is under contact. Under basic trip information, I have all of this, and then that's under that section. Now I'm going to go back to JotForms onto my website just so you can see what it looks like. So this is the form that I created for myself using that guide, that quote request details that I just shared. So I added my logo at the top. Here's my little blurb that I have for clients that want to fill this out and get a quote from me. And so the way I created mine is their drop downs. So contact information. You click on the arrow, and now all of the extras A, B, C that you see on that quote Word document, these are the fields that I added in here. So they complete this, preferred contact method, time zone that they're in, and then they move on to the basic trip information, and then so on and so forth. They fill this information in, departure, travel dates, their budget, go on to travel information, airline preference, if they want a car rental, what type of accommodations. I like this one because you're able to include property star rating. And again, I created this in JotForm, so all of these different options are on there. They can select if they want a 3-star, if they want a 5-star, the type of property, what amenities they want. All of this I created in JotForm. And any last minute details. Anything else you would like to add for me to be aware of. So food allergies, special needs, meal preference, whatever the case may be, they can add this. They submit it. And once they submit it, it goes to my, not only is it saved on my JotForms account, but I also get an email notification. So that's just the template I shared with you. It's what I used to complete and create my own quote request that I have for my clients. So just to give you some ideas of what to include in it. You don't have to use that. You can definitely go on the back, in the back office, go to Travel Cafe and kind of see what Evolution has offered on there. But you can also make it your own. So make sure that you're including for whatever niche you're trying to do. Maybe you're only doing cruises, maybe you're only doing destinations, whatever specialty you're trying to do, you can do it for that. And again, you have all of these options on here of what's already saved, what's already created for you. So you don't have to start from scratch if you don't want to. Another thing I want to share with you is I found this by just, as I was becoming a travel agent, different forms of that were being offered by different, different resources that we have available. Host agent reviews, I'll share this. They have a few free travel agent forms. Again, they're customizable. You can go, these are created on JotForm. So again, you can go in here and click on one of these, like for example, sample service fee contract. You can click on here, you hit download. And again, it's going to take you to JotForm as long as you have JotForm open. And then you can use this template, edit it, make it your own, add your logo, and now you have a service fee agreement ready to go for your business. So here it is. It gives you a little bit of information from Host Agency, who are the creators of this, but this kind of gives you an idea of what to include, customer info, to begin work, initial payment, consultation, etc. And then of course, a signature block for your client to fill out. But I wanted to share a few of those forms because they are useful and they are available for free. This is for if you're going and doing a fam trip and inspection. This is a video on how to download and customize them. Travel agent waive-and-see disclosure. If you're trying to do a Disney World planning and booking cheat sheet, vacation and review. So post-trip, if you're trying to reach out to your clients, get their review inputs. Great forms for you to use. And again, they're available for you to use as a template, edit them, and make them your own on JotForm. So that's really quick. I try to keep this as quick as possible. That's really it about JotForm. I did want to go over trying to create the quote request, like the one that you fill out for your clients. But with all the fields that are on here, it's going to take a long time, and it's definitely going to take longer than just an hour. So I kept it simple and did the authorization form instead. Again, you can use the template that's on Evolution. Use those fields to know what to include. But remember, do not put a field where you're asking for the CVV code of the credit card or the expiration date when you're building forms on here, because your account will get deactivated. You'll get a notification basically stating that the website thinks that you're phishing for information. So you will get deactivated. I learned that yesterday. So just a word of advice, okay? Thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you found this useful, and I wish you the best on your travel journey.